I'm Eric Dryman, the Chief of Training for the Indianapolis Fire Department, and I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for IFD Recruit Class 82. Could we give Class 82 a warm round of applause as they enter, please? If you would please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the singing of the national anthem by the voices of IFD.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And the rockets rattling,
the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, I'd like to introduce Chaplain Rick Castle to provide us with our invocation.
Please join me in an attitude of prayer. Our gracious and loving God, we give you thanks for an occasion to celebrate. As we take a moment now of silence, we thank you for the blessing of having known Gary Coons, in whose memory we take this moment of silence now. We thank you, Lord, for the care, for the dedication that he gave to this community in very many different ways. We thank you now for these graduates and for the achievement that they represent, for their families, as we celebrate a good occasion. May you continue to be with us and bless us in this hour. We give you thanks and praise for all that they have done, for all the recognition they have earned and deserve. We give you thanks for those of their families who waited with them, watched over and cared for them, and made it possible for them to have the extra study time. In all these ways, we give you thanks for the Training Academy as well, for those who spent their time giving the very best of instruction that they could. We thank you for the leadership, for the mayor, and for all of the chiefs of the various departments that are represented in this graduating class tonight. All these things we ask that you will continue to watch over us as we celebrate tonight. We give you thanks and pray in your holy name. Amen.
You may be seated. Thank you, Chaplain Castle. At this time, I would like to introduce the Honorable Mayor of Indianapolis, Joe Hogsett, to make a few remarks. Mayor.
To recruit class 82, congratulations. Fortune favors the brave. Good evening. I'm honored to be with you tonight as we celebrate this class of recruits ready to embark in the next step of their careers of service. The path that led you to this point has no doubt been trying and difficult, just as the road ahead will sometimes be. But tonight we take grateful pause to congratulate all of you and to celebrate with you. For thanks to your dedication, the dedication that you have bestowed on our community, the fire departments of Speedway, Wayne Township, and the city of Indianapolis have gotten a whole lot stronger. You see, our neighbors, they go about their days, they sleep soundly at night because they have full confidence that their local firefighters will be there in a moment's notice should emergencies strike. And that is why the true impact of our firefighters cannot, must not, will not ever be overstated. As the people of our cities, the communities that you will be serving, hardly ever fathom the potential catastrophes that our firefighters simply prevent time and time again. Indeed, the firehouses all through Marion County are the very cornerstones of our community. Our firefighters are the guardians of our families. They are the guardians of our friends and of our communities. and you have our deepest gratitude and support at all times. As mayor, I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of our whole city, and it is those 1 million voices I carry when I say, thank you, Recruit Class 82. You are the finest among us. It is thanks to you that Indianapolis remains an ideal place to live, to work, to raise a family. And it is thanks to all of us standing together as one city that the future of Indianapolis will always be bright. May God bless the city of Indianapolis. May God bless our fire departments. May God bless the families and the loved ones, the neighbors and the friends present this evening who have supported these recruits. And may God forever bless the men and the women who keep us safe. I thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Chief Ernest Malone to make a few comments.
Well, thank you, Chief, and good evening, and thank you all for being here. You know, I'm always hesitant to recognize people because you always forget some folks, but in the room, I do have to just a couple. Our Merit Board President, Tom Miller, is here. Stand up, Tom. Thank you for everything you do for us. Just a couple others, our brothers and sisters in blue. We do a good job. We do a great job in this city supporting each other, and I'd like to thank Chief Taylor for being here tonight. And then lastly, but certainly not least, our union representative. We don't always agree, but we agree that we see the same finish line, and that's what's best for the men and women of this organization and for this community. So I thank them for being here, Local 416 reps, Hank and his troop. Thank you. Okay, so one more group. I did not tell the truth. I always say that I would be remiss if I did not recognize all of the Marion County firefighters currently on duty protecting us while we are here. Please give them a hand. I assure you they deserve it. All right, tonight is a big night for our recruits, soon to be probationary firefighters, but not yet. I would like to congratulate you on completing a very difficult training program. I also want to say thank you. Thank you for your willingness to step up and do something special. I believe all things considered, the mental and physical aspects of this training make it one of the most, if not the most, challenging there is to offer. To the family and friends here tonight, I offer my thanks to you. I thank you for your patience and your understanding during this class. I know the hours were long, and we sent them home tired and grumpy on more than one occasion. As you see them here tonight, be proud of them. I am. They have been through a lot, and I assure you they have earned it. Class 82, if you remember, on the first day of recruit school, I congratulated you on completing a very difficult selection process. I told you that the 40 IFD recruits had been chosen out of nearly 2,100 applicants who applied to be Indianapolis firefighters, and those folks wanted to be sitting in the seats you were sitting in that morning. I also told you that number 41 did not make it. Now, I don't know who number 41 was. He or she may have become a terrific firefighter and a respected member of our family. But I asked you to go through your training, and as you went through your training, I wanted you to think about number 41. You know, when you didn't want to study, when you got stressed, when you were tired from all the physical fitness training and the evolutions on the drill pad, and you just didn't think you could make it, I asked that when things got tough and you thought about quitting, I wanted you to remember number 41. You owed it to him or her to pull yourself together and finish what you started. And all of you here this evening, you did just that. We made something else very clear to you from the onset. We told you that we did not just take your application. This organization will require your commitment. A commitment to our city. We are one city. A commitment to our department. We are one department. And an unabashed and unyielding commitment to each other, because that's how we do it. Tonight, you will not only stand proudly with the other 1,300 men and women of the IFD, but you will join the over 1 million firefighters that make up the United States Fire Service, and I believe that's a pretty special group to belong to. I did not get out to see you as much as I would have liked, but I did get to observe you on a few occasions. One of the first times was on the training pad. I saw would-be firefighters at different comfort levels acting as individuals, some struggling to get acclimated to the new and somewhat strange equipment we used in today's firefighting. I recall seeing some of the instructors give new meaning to the term hands-on training, as they were ever so softly and gently offering encouragement to some of the recruits who had trouble following instructions. A short time ago, I had another opportunity to visit the training site. This time I saw more confident recruits, not having equipment or retention problems, but performing the required tasks with a high level of confidence and proficiency. What started out as a group of individuals was now a team of 37 professionals. After 26 weeks of intensive training in fire operations, emergency medical, hazardous materials, incident management, SCBA Hell Week, and many other specialties, perhaps the only thing more exciting than being accepted into the recruit class last November is tonight. It's graduation night. Folks, it's your night. I want to let everyone know that the excitement level of our recruits to get on the street and put what they have learned into practice is probably rivaled only by the sheer giddiness of the current sub pool at the thought of having more firefighters below them on the subbing list. Thank you to the station crews and other firefighters who assisted with the class. Rest assured, our crews are also excited and eagerly await your arrival, so they can teach you what you really need to know. Later this evening, you will raise your right hand and you will take an oath. I'm asking each of you to not just take the oath, but to let the oath take you. Being an Indianapolis firefighter is not a job, it is a way of life. You are always on duty, you will always be held to a higher standard, and you will always be accountable for your brother and sister firefighters. You will face many challenges as you begin your service for our city. Whether at the fire station or on the street, I'll ask that you remember these two things. Don't treat people as bad as they are. I'm asking you to treat them as good as you are. There are choices you will have to make in nearly everything you do. So keep in mind that in the end, the choices you make will make you. The recruits were told early in their training that at the beginning of the recruit class, it meant that they did a good job of saying all the right things, but that now it was time to do the right things. As you grew, you experienced teamwork, and they learned unity. You have established bonds that will last throughout your career. Even 20, 30, or 40 years later, When you see each other, you will say, "That's my classmate," or "We came on together back in 2018, and I told them this before, but that just still doesn't sound right to me, that we could start in 2018. Chief Boffman, Chief Kresbach, and Chief Dryman, and the entire training staff, I commend you for doing an outstanding job in preparing these men and women for the challenges they will face. Those challenges begin tomorrow. Recruit, your service is required. Your city awaits. I want to remind everyone here that each day as you drive through the city of Indianapolis, you will pass fire stations and fire equipment. I want you to know that each time you see a man or woman wearing our uniform, you are seeing a public servant who is highly trained and deeply committed to keeping your family safe. We truly embrace the sentiment in the IFD that it's our family serving your family. Recruit Class 82, you now join those ranks, and I am proud to serve with you. In closing, recruits, I offer you this challenge. Remember the lessons you have learned. Stay safe and continue to learn as you progress through your career. Your education is certainly not over. It's just beginning. I challenge you to maintain your physical fitness and by all means, your integrity as individuals. The reputation of the Indianapolis Fire Department is of the highest standard. It was earned by the blood, sweat, heroism, and even the lives of those who served before you. From this day forward, you represent the city of Indianapolis, the IFD, your class, and all of those firefighters who serve with you. You are the future of our fire service. You have a legacy to uphold. I challenge you to advance that legacy. The Indianapolis Fire Department is a 159-year-old organization with a very proud history and tradition. I want to assure Mayor Hogsett, the City County Council, other city leaders, members of our department, as well as all of the citizens of Marion County, that I believe IFD Recruit Class number 82 has a heart to keep the tradition and the ability to safeguard our community. Your motto was "Fortune favors the brave." I like that. So go now and be bold. Be brave, be smart, and be safe. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you, Chief Malone. At this time, I would like to make a few remarks with regards to the Class 82's graduation. As the Chief of Training for the Indianapolis Fire Department, I have had the privilege of overseeing the training of the members of Class 82 for the past 26 weeks. I will start by saying thank you to some very special people. First, we need to say thank you to all the family members of Class 82, to all the wives, husbands, children, parents, girlfriends and boyfriends, and any other family members of these 42 individuals sitting up here. I say thank you. I know this journey has been challenging. Your loved ones have come home physically and mentally exhausted, sore, bruised, sick, angry, sad, and probably every once in a while a little happy, although those are probably few and far between. Every day for the past 26 weeks, we have asked these recruits to put their families aside and begin their day standing at attention, ready to give us 100% in everything that we asked of them. Your support is a big part of what brings us here today. So again, I thank you, and I think the class owes you a round of applause. I would also like to thank the members of the training, EMS, and fitness divisions for the countless hours of teaching, preparation, counseling, and mentoring that they provided for Class 82. The contributions and dedication of these individuals is truly the reason that Class 82 has been successful. Without their commitment to show up early and stay late in order to ensure that these recruits receive the proper education and guidance, we would not be holding this graduation ceremony today. Thank you very much for all that you have done for these individuals. As for the members of Class 82, it doesn't end today with the Fire Academy. You will be asked to put aside your personal life on a daily basis and serve the citizens of Indianapolis in their times of need. When they call 911, they don't care if you have a child sick at home. They don't care if you had a fight with a loved one right before you reported to the firehouse, nor do they care if your vehicle broke down or you're making expensive repairs to your home. All they want is for you to show up and help to solve their problem. Just like you have shown over the past 26 weeks, you will put all of your personal feelings aside and do your best to take care of them. There's been a lot of talk about family throughout the Fire Academy because we truly are a family. And you have all been told numerous times that you are now part of this firefighting family. Let's talk a little bit more about what that really means. For most families, you are either born into them or you marry into them. You can do neither one of those when it comes to the firefighting family. No, for this family, you must earn your way in. As you have seen firsthand, it doesn't matter who you know or who you are related to, you must prove yourself just like everyone else has before you. You had to earn your spot on the eligibility list, you had to pass the CPAT under your own power, and you had to complete the aerial climb within the prescribed time limit. During the past 26 weeks, you sat through well over 100 classroom presentations, most of which you were tested on. I think you would probably attest to that. Yeah. You received hundreds of hours of hands-on training covering topics such as firefighting, EMS, and hazardous materials. You've run up and down the stairs of the training towers untold times. You've crawled until your knees were raw. You've pulled hose, you've carried ladders, and you even battled the weather. You've pushed yourself farther than you thought you could. You've overcome fears, injury, illness, and now, just like every other uniformed member of your department, you have earned your spot in this special family. With successful completion of the Fire Academy, you can say that you are now a member of our family. To continue to be called a member of our family requires that you be ever vigilant and respectful of the position and title that you hold. Unfortunately, some who have gone before you did not honor that commitment, and they are no longer with us. They forgot how hard they worked to sit where you are sitting today. They forgot that everything we do on and off duty is a reflection upon ourselves as well as our family. They stopped earning their way, and now they are no longer among us. Your membership in this family is earned, not married into, not born, but earned. In conclusion, I would like to talk a little bit about the Class 82 motto, which has been mentioned by previous speakers. Fortune goes to the brave. This motto exemplifies what it means to strive to do your best. To be successful on this job, you have to push yourself and never stop trying to learn all that you can. You have to make your own success. No one is going to give you anything that you haven't put in the work and earned for yourself. Theodore Roosevelt said the following as part of a speech he gave in Paris, France back in 1910, and I think it exemplifies the Class 82 motto. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, by sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Class 82, your fire department, your friends and family, and as well as all the training staff who were involved in your training, have invested a lot of time and effort into you. Remember this as you go forward on your career for the next 20-plus years. Thank you. It was an honor to oversee your training, and nothing but the best of luck to all of you. This time I would like to introduce the Chief of the Speedway Fire Department, Bob Fishburne.
Mayor Hogsett, Chief Malone, Chief Concen, and other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity just to say a few words. I don't want to restate what the other chiefs have said to you, because I agree with all of those. What I do want to do is I want to thank Chief Malone, Chief Dryman, and their staffs for allowing Speedway to be a part of this recruit class. You see, a 33-man department doesn't generally have a recruit class of 40, so we depend on other Marion County departments like Wayne Township, Pike Township, and IFD to place our recruits in. It's a unique opportunity, and one that at FDIC this year, as I said in some classes with other chiefs, they just couldn't fathom how well the Marion County departments work together. We have this little event over on the west side called the Indy 500. You may have heard of it. Every department in Marion County helps us in preparing and protecting the people that come to visit our city. And we are very grateful for you and your staff and their ability to train and prepare our firefighters. Now, I know you guys are the chiefs, but we all really know who runs that academy. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Kathy Shannon, who, when you're not one of the IFD, she does all the logistical things that really make us feel a part of the academy. So thank you, Kathy. Now, men and women of Recruit Class 82, congratulations. You are part of a great and noble calling, and I wish you well. The calling of public safety is something that these days doesn't always get the big numbers, but we still get the best of what our communities have to offer, and that is you. I want to encourage you tonight with just 3 thoughts. They're thoughts from Gordon MacDonald's book, A Resilient Life. Number 1, finish what you start. Number 2, persevere in adversity, because you will have it. And number 3, push yourselves to your full potential. We will see all of you over on the west side of Indianapolis. Stay safe, and God bless you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Fishburne. At this time, I would like to introduce Chief Gene Concen, the Chief of the Wayne Township Fire Department.
Well, thanks everybody for coming, and thanks for having us again, Mayor, Chief Malone, your whole training staff, and Kathy, of course. We're a very small part of this class itself, but you wouldn't know it by the way that we've been treated, and we definitely appreciate that. Sometimes we all have to pool together. As you'll notice, no matter where you're at, no matter what patch you're wearing or what fire truck you get off of, when we're out there, we all work hand in hand together, train together, and we're very good at it. You'd never know who's who. So that's awesome. That puts us great to have this group, and appreciate everything that you guys have done to let us in that. So the one thing that going last is always an advantage, because they've kind of covered everything, which is good, because that's I can't say a lot of the stuff over, because that is what this class of 82, everything that they said is it. You are now part of this family, the firefighters. So good or bad, whatever you do out there, you're representing all of us, and you guys need to keep that in mind, because that is dear to our hearts, and we're going to hold you accountable for everything that you do. So while you're out there, you must make sure that you train every day. You're on shift. You guys need to build your craft and be the best at it, be better than all the ones that have trained you, because one of these days, this group right here, this class of 82, is going to be filling the positions of all of us that are sitting up front and that are sitting behind me in the training staff. So these people are going to be moving up into leadership, and we need them to be the best. But we kind of covered all the things that you're going to do on the fire runs. You're going to go out, you're going to help people, you're going to be brave, you're going to save lives. But here's the most impact that you can do. When you go to the grocery store and a little kid's standing there, go down and talk to him. You know what? Because that sends such a message. When you're nice to that little kid, when you're out driving down the street and you see grandma struggling to cut the grass, take 5 minutes and help her. Well, if your boss will let you, mine will. But you know what? Because you're going to be back on that senior that's trying to cut grass at 95 out. You're going to be back on her in a little bit, having a heart attack or a stroke out in the middle. And people are going to remember that. The whole neighbor's going to remember that. You know, they're always going to remember when you put their fire out, and they're going to say, yeah, the fire department came. But they're going to remember when that crew from Station X, 52, 82, 62, whatever we call it, when they show up, they came and helped me. They watched my kid when my other kid got hit, got hurt. They waited till someone got there. Those are the things that are going to make an impression, more so than just putting their fire out. So remember that. Every day you have an opportunity to make the fire service look a little bit better, make us a little bit prouder, so that everyone loves us. And then when we need money and the mayor, they give it to us, not the police. Sorry. I'm trying to. So, that being said, I did want to state that my boss, Trustee Andy Harris, is fighting cancer, so that's why he's not with us tonight. And I asked Senator Delph to stand in, and I appreciate him coming in to read the oath a little bit later. So thank you, Class of 82. Thank you, IFD, Speedway. Class of 82, you're going to be great. You're going to love it. You've picked a career that 20 years is probably not going to be it. Most everybody stays for their 32. So we love having you, and we look forward to seeing you out on the streets and out in training. So thank you.
Thank you, Chief Concen. At this time, I would like to introduce Kenneth Ford. He is the Class 82 leader, and he is also going to make a presentation to us.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming tonight in support of the past 26 weeks of hard work and to celebrate the beginning of a very exciting future that lies ahead of us. I want to give a special thanks to our friends and family and loved ones that have stood by us and supported us these past 26 weeks. Dealing with our long hours, our rush to get things ready on our days off, and I'm sure a little grumpiness as well. We truly appreciate it and could not have done it without you in our corner. I would like to thank all the members of the training staff that have taken a lot of their time to help us to learn and grow to become firefighters, and all the other officers and firefighters from all the stations and shifts that helped us on the training ground. I read an article a couple years ago titled, "How to Lose Good Firefighters in 10 Simple Steps." There are some things that stood out to me and that I find very fitting to share tonight. Good firefighters understand that camaraderie comes when you are doing more than is asked, when you are helping your brother with the most mundane tasks, and when you suffer, execute, and surmount obstacles together. Trust comes after that. We made it, a saying that most of us have probably heard a lot by tonight. There will come a point in everyone's career when they get comfortable, when they feel like they've got a good handle on their job. And that is all well and good, but a good firefighter is always looking to be a little uncomfortable. He wants to be challenged. He wants to learn something new, even the smallest bit of information that may make his job a little easier and a little safer. Training provides discovery. Training provides purpose. Training provides growth. You should always try to remain a student of the fire service. The day you finally graduate from the School of Fire should be your first day of retirement. With that, I have another challenge for my fellow recruits and myself. Never say you made it. Come in willing to learn and challenge yourself every day. Just a couple weeks ago, during one of our last days on the training ground, we received a visit from a special guest. World War II veteran Al Mampry of Easy Company, one of the original members of the Band of Brothers. He shared some of his advice on life with us. I found that what he had said very fitting for us, and we get ready to go out into the fire stations and begin working around the city. His first tip, don't do anything right. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes and do everything right, you're not going to learn. Have a good sense of humor. We're about to enter a lifestyle where we're going to encounter many different and interesting individuals, not just out on runs in the city, but in the firehouse as well. Keep a smile on your face and have fun. His last piece of advice, don't die. I think that doesn't need any interpretation. Again, I say thank you to everyone that supported us on this journey and will continue to support us in our careers as Indianapolis firefighters. Thank you.
At this time, the members of Class 82 would like to present Chief Malone and myself with their class plaque that will hang in our classroom downstairs at our headquarters for quite a long time. Thank you very much for that. That'll be very fitting in the classroom. Well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the swearing in and then the passing out of the badges. At this time, I would like to introduce Captain Jim King. He is the Assistant Director of Training for the Indianapolis Fire Department, and he will be serving as the MC for the next portion of our festivities here this evening.
Please, IFD Fire Recruit Class 82, attention.
Class 82, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and that I will discharge my duties regardless of the race, creed, color, religion, sex, or national origin of the persons I serve. And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties as a firefighter of the City of Indianapolis. Under this appointment. According to law and the city ordinances. To the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
I will once again introduce Chief Bob Fishburne of the Speedway Fire Department to do the oath of office for the Speedway firefighters.
Jake and Tim, would you stand? Oh, you're standing. I'm not going to make you go through this. What I'm going to do is have you raise your right hand. Do you agree to do all of those same things for the town of Speedway? If you do, say I will. Great job, guys.
And now I would like to bring up Senator Mike Delph and Chief Gene Concen for the Wayne Township Fire Department to swear in their firefighters.
All right. You're already standing. Excellent. Right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully support the Constitution, laws and ordinances of the United States of America, in the state of Indiana, and execute the rules and regulations of the Wayne Township Fire Department, that I will discharge my duties regardless of race, creed, color, religion, sex, or national origin of the persons I serve, and obey all orders of my superior officers as a member of the Wayne Township Fire Department. So help me God. Congratulations, gentlemen.
At this time, I would call up the family members. If you see your loved one standing over here to your right, the family members, if you would, please assemble here on the left up at the top. Thank you. While the family members are assembling, at this time, we will present the badges to the individuals, the graduates of the class, as well as a certificate. I too would like to take this time to congratulate them and also thank the most committed staff that there is in firefighting behind me. These guys are incredible and they do a great job, both the guys and the gals, so thank you. Thank you very much. To announce the graduates of the Indianapolis Fire Department, we will go in alphabetical order. James Adams. Jacob Andrade. Folks, I know it's probably a bad thing to ask, but if we could hold the applause just a little, it will help us get through this quicker. Thank you. Adrian Arnett Smith. on, Dad. Oh, okay. Congratulations. Justin Baker. Matthew Bartlett. Have them be quicker standing in front of me so they can picture. Mitchell Blackwell. Okay, time's up. You're off the department. Sorry. Scott Bohan. Austin Bowden. Congratulations. Daniel Sharanko. Paul Cloyd. Rodney Dito. Joseph Dietz. Brian Fleck. Kenneth Ford. Joshua Gambles. Alex Hall. Blake Harvey. Dana Howard. Jared Johnson. Adam Lee. Matthew Lord. John McRoberts. Nicholas Medvesic. Samantha Meisel. Denny Payne II. Matthew Perkins. Christopher Phillips. Nicholas Prodanik. James Rizzi. Crescent Ulmer. Go ahead, folks. Congratulations. Joseph Van Hoogstraat. Justin Walker. Evan Wallace. Dion Williams. Dylan Williams. Todd Williams. Anthony Williamson II. Congratulations, Chief. You're welcome. At this time, I would like to welcome back to the stage Speedway Fire Chief Bob Fishburne. And Assistant Chief Chris Milburn. There are 2 recruits with the Speedway Fire Department as a part of the Class 82. The first will be Jacob Johnson. Tim Roby. At this time, we would like to call back Wayne Township Fire Chief Gene Concen and Senator Mike Delph. there were 3 recruits with the Wayne Township Fire Department who participated in Recruit Class 82. The first of those is Joseph Brown. Trevor Johnson. Brandon Roberts. Thank you all and congratulations. At this time, we would like to present the special awards for participation in Recruit Class 82. As you've heard, there are many components that make up the Recruit Academy, and we'd like to recognize exceptional performance in both an academic and physical standpoint. The first of these awards is the Recruit PT or Physical Fitness Award. This award is sponsored by Public Safety Medical Services and will be presented by Belle Servidoni. This award recognizes a recruit who exhibited a positive attitude and enthusiasm towards workouts and physical fitness in general, as well as exhibiting excellent physical fitness. The recipient is selected based on attitude, effort, and performance on a daily basis, in addition to periodic testing results. Would Justin Baker please come forward? Recruit Baker began recruit school in very good condition. He managed to improve in most fitness parameters, finishing with an excellent level of fitness. He showed quiet consistency and exemplary work every day he showed up for workouts. He is self-motivated, always giving maximum effort regardless of the exercise or program. Man, I'm not even done reading about you. Why are you leaving? Get out there, man. It's amazing. You know, you teach these guys 26 weeks and they forget themselves. He's self-motivated to leave the stage at his demands, not ours. Always hard to get a hold of, never in the place he's supposed to be in. No, those aren't true. His efforts never slowed despite the physical demands throughout the duration of recruit school. It is this approach, along with his incredible attitude, that separated him from his peers. Please join me in congratulating recruit Justin Baker. Thank you. Our next award is the Hands-On Training Award. This award is sponsored by Paul Conway Shields and will be presented by Captain Mark Mormon. This award recognizes a recruit firefighter for exceptional performance while executing the many hands-on training practical skills of the fire portion of the Recruit Academy curriculum. The recipient is selected based on Recruit Academy instructor recommendation. Would Paul Clyde please come forward? The final 18 weeks of the Recruit Academy are dominated by practical skills. It is during this portion of the academy where reps, or repetitions, matter. Truly, each rep counts. Yeah, don't go anywhere. We may have to do some more reps. Recruit Clyde's approach to every practical skill was remarkable in their consistency. His attitude and demeanor were impressive as well. He listened, learned, and performed as well as could be expected. For his exceptional performance with the Fire Academy's practical skills, Recruit Paul Clyde is presented the IFD Class 82's Hands-On Training Award. Our next award is the J.C. Smith Mental Attitude Award. J.C. was a previous firefighter with IFD, and he was well respected and well liked by all of his peers. This award is sponsored by Complete Office Supply and will be presented by Captain Shannon Bosley. This award recognizes a recruit firefighter for exceptional attitude, bearing, and demeanor shown during the Recruit Academy. The recipient is selected based on Recruit Academy instructor recommendation. Would Christopher Phillips please come forward? Nothing can stop the person with a positive mental attitude from achieving their goal. Through optimistic thought processes, attitude contributes to success. Recruit Phillips continued to display these traits of positive mental attitude throughout the academy. Having a positive attitude does not prevent you from having to face challenges. Positive thoughts, though, will help you cope with the challenges you face so you can take advantage of opportunities within them. This describes Recruit Phillips. Friendly, easygoing, and quick to giggle, it was always obvious that he is glad to be here. He said that the fire service and IFD were both dreams for him, and he showed how much he appreciates them. His unspoken communication tells you all you need to know. He is very happy to be an Indianapolis firefighter, and we're glad to have him. Christopher Phillips, J.C. Smith Mental Attitude winner. Our next award is the Paul K. Jolliffe Emergency Medical Technician Award. Paul was also a previous firefighter who died in the line of duty for Indianapolis. He is well thought of and much missed. This award is sponsored by the Professional Firefighters Union Local 416 and presented by Carlos Soto. This award recognizes a recruit emergency medical technician for outstanding classroom and practical skill performance in promoting better patient care and service. The recipient is selected based on EMT class performance and instructor recommendation. Would Paul Clyde once again please come forward? Bear with me, please. You're going to want to hear this. Recruit Clyde exhibited the dedication and desire to be the best that he could be during the EMS portion of the academy. He displayed the qualities that most want when speaking of an EMT, and that is what led to his selection. Recruit Clyde came to the IFD certified already as a state EMT or paramedic. Prior to joining the IFD, Recruit Clyde served with the Beech Grove Fire Department. You know, he could have coasted. Instead, he worked hard during the EMS portion, finishing with an exceptional grade point average. But that is not what separated him from his peers. It was his dedication to assisting his fellow recruits with their studies and their practical skills. He never shied away from this commitment. In addition to helping his fellow recruits, he also assisted the instructor staff with many of the EMS training practical skills session. His calm demeanor and professional bearing shows a serious and committed side. When you consider his desire to help those in need, both medically and educationally, it is easy to see why he is the recipient of this award. Please join us in congratulating Recruit Paul Clyde. Our next award, the Clyde Long Outstanding Recruit Firefighter Award. This award is sponsored by Police and Fire Insurance and presented by Eric Hoffmeister. This award recognizes a recruit firefighter for exceptional overall performance during the fire portion of the academy. The recipient is selected based on academics, performance, contribution, and instructor recommendation. Would Matthew Perkins please come forward? Leadership comes in many forms. We have all heard of the leading by example phrase. This could mean setting the pace, guiding the group, giving advice, being a mentor, the list goes on. There are two specific types of leadership, both formal and informal. Recruit Perkins has shown tremendous informal leadership. He didn't say things, he did things. Early on, Recruit Perkins' character and leadership qualities stood out. He came to the IFD from the Bargersville Fire Department, and his experiences there have served him well. While in the academy, he has maintained a constant level of professionalism, but most importantly, dedication. Finishing at or near the top in fire academics, EMS, and coupled with his quiet, consistent performance on the pad, Recruit Perkins has earned this honor with distinction. Please join me in congratulating Recruit Matthew Perkins as the Outstanding Recruit Firefighter for Class 82. Our next award is the Gary Henry Pier Respect Award. Captain Henry, another firefighter, who actually died in the line of duty serving our country while in the Middle East. He too is sorely missed. This award is both sponsored and presented by Battalion Chief David Owens, IFD. This award recognizes a recruit firefighter for exceptional performance based on their peers' opinions. The recipient is selected based on tallies taken from the recruit class of firefighters. Would Kenneth Ford please come forward? Recruit Ford was selected as a recipient of this award by his peers. He is obviously very likable, but his peers have nominated him for much more than his smile. His recognition is based on popularity. However, it is what led to that popularity that makes Recruit Ford stand out. At the beginning of class, he was appointed and served as class leader for Recruit Class 82. There are certainly times when this position can cause one to not be so popular. Recruit Ford distinguished himself with consistent, reliable leadership for his peers. They obviously appreciated his efforts. For his constant professionalism, exceptional work habits, and informal leadership qualities, please join me in congratulating Recruit Kenneth Ford. Our last award, the Indianapolis Fire Department Recruit Valedictorian Award. This award is sponsored by the Indianapolis Black Firefighters Association and will be presented by the association president, Captain Corey Floyd. Easy for me to say. This award recognizes the firefighter recruit for exceptional performance in the entire recruit academy, both fire and EMS accumulated scores, classroom, and practical skills. The recipient is selected based on combined GPA, grade point averages, practical skills performance grades, as well as CrossFit or PT grades. The recipient is selected in consideration with all of the above. Would Matthew Perkins once again please come forward? Once again, Recruit Perkins has quietly excelled as a recruit firefighter. Throughout the academy, he has way exceeded expectations. He has already been recognized as a Clyde Long Outstanding Recruit, and he obviously finished strong in the other categories as well. He has been a consistent, constant performer, applying himself in all aspects of the academy. He maintains a positive and professional attitude at all steps. By virtue of his combined GPA in both fire and EMS, as well as performance in fire, EMS, and PT, please join us in congratulating Recruit Matthew Perkins, Valedictorian. At this time, I would like to call up Alex Hall, videographer, for the video presentation for Recruit Class 82.
To be completely honest, I didn't know I would be speaking. So, thank you, everyone. Oh, start the video.